goodness. Just a minute, I gotta get my clerk stuff done first.
Is Amanda not gonna be?
I have no idea, I didn't hear about that
In
one.
the absence of the supervisor who had a family emergency, we're gonna call this meeting to order at 8:01. And I will entertain a motion to appoint a moderator for the meeting.
I nominate Corey Slade.
I'll second that.
Okay,
If you
nomination has been made to have Corey be our moderator and supported. Rhonda,
He supported.
yeah, Rhonda,
Oh, yes.
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 I guess, yes.
Now you gotta call
So
the
be
Pledge
it.
of Allegiance.
Yes, can we stand for the Pledge
You-
of Allegiance?
You can come down here if you'd like.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Public comment?
Hello, just had two things. Chris with Living Word Senior Services. I didn't see the vote on the agenda for that proposal, so I don't know if that had to be added or is getting postponed. And I just wanted to make sure everybody received my email breaking down everything. But thank you.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
get an email.
Good evening. I see the, excuse me, I see the Bridgeton fire contract is on the agenda for an update, so I just want to make a couple of comments. First of all, I'm relatively sure that everybody wants to be good neighbors with Bridgeton. However, as you review the program and the issue, I would encourage you to recognize that elections have consequences. And the fact that Bridgeton failed to pass a fire millage is a problem for Bridgeton, should not be a problem for Egelston. It only becomes a problem for Egelston if you allow it to become a problem for Egelston. So I would encourage you, while you're doing the review and you're listening to the update and hopefully working on an eventual agreement, I would encourage you to make sure that Egelston is treated with parity with the other entities that are providing services to Bridgeton in terms of the fire agreement. I would also encourage you to make sure that the fire agreement, if there is one, becomes a signed and dated document so that everybody knows what the deal is, and 2 years from now we're not trying to figure out what property is being covered and who's supposed to be doing what. I would finally remind you that your fiduciary responsibility is to the residents of Egelston. It's not to the residents of Bridgeton.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Is this time for anybody to speak?
Yes.
I live on Hoffman, and I just wanted to know if the township is gonna discuss the sewer down the road. I've lived there 30 years, it's been brought up 2 or 3 times. Every time it gets brought up, it always gets shot down. So, and if they do talk about it, I think you need to involve the residents.
Mhm.
A lot of the residents, I think, down that street, if they want it, I don't think there's a lot of them that do want it.
Are you on Hoffman?
I'm on Hoffman, yes,
What's your name?
Jeff LaRue. We've wanted,
Jeff, I'm sorry.
LaRue, L-A-R-U-E. We wanted sewer down the road since we've lived there, but,
Okay.
um,
What address are you?
833 Hoffman.
Thank you.
It's
But
not on the
I-
agenda tonight.
Well, I've talked to Amanda about it, And, especially when they sent the letter out, they didn't tell the residents it was about the sewer. And I asked her why that wasn't put on that letter, and she said she was told not to do that. I thought that was kinda not the right thing to do.
Okay. I will, we'll get with Amanda and we'll see what's going on with that.
We have to have a feasibility study done first to see if it's feasible to,
She
Okay.
talked about that too.
I think that's something we're talking about tonight, so
Okay.
that part of it is the feasibility study.
But do you know when the decision might be made?
it's up to how long it takes to get that, the price for the feasibility study and get that approved, before we can move forward any.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
It's not on the agenda, but I do have a question. Have you renewed Jeff Ream's contract yet?
For 1 year,
Or it has been renewed?
for 1 year.
Okay, super. I didn't catch that in the minutes anywhere, so, thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? All right. We need to amend the agenda to add in,
Snow removal?
yes, thank you,
I make a motion to add snow removal to the action item.
the senior millage.
Senior millage snow removal to that as an action item.
19?
18.
18.
And then move adjourn to 19. You got that?
To move it to number 18 and to move adjourn to 19. Copy.
So moved.
Just a high for
I'm just making, yeah,
me.
you
All in favor? Aye.
can,
Aye.
All against? Okay. Motion passes. Approval of the consent agenda?
A motion to approve.
support. Oh, I'm sorry, go
That's
ahead,
okay.
Maggie.
No, I'm good.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Motion passes. Communication, there are flyers on your chairs. I seen that, I was walking around. Deserting Deputies is tomorrow at 6 p.m. We would love for you guys to join us tomorrow and join them. A few months ago, I reported, I'm taking Amanda's place, so. A few months ago, I reported that the fence was fully repaired at Holiday Park. We have received payment in full, less $1,000 deductible from the insurance company. Thank you, Jesus. We have an open claim still for the Washington Street lift station, emergency repairs due to the weather event. So we're still waiting for that. Deputy Chief Glotzba, update on Bridgeton fire contract.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So we were asked to take a look at the Bridgeton contract out of concerns for payments made by Bridgeton to Egelston, as this contract hasn't been reviewed since it was put in place, looks like about 2010. So first I would say, yes, the contract needs to get looked at and needs some updates. We did go meet with Bridgeton. It was after the millage failed. Introduced ourselves, chief, deputy chief. Said, hey, we probably need to get together with you and members of our township board to discuss a new contract. One of our things, I think, out of concern for the Eggleston side of this and making sure we're being properly paid. I don't have the background history, but in the 2010 contract, it calls for not only an annual cost, there is a provision in there that we can charge them up to $500 for every incident we respond to. We asked them about that and they said they've never seen a bill.
Okay. Who sends that out, you
No,
or Trudy?
That's not,
The
that's,
treasurer, and it would go
Yeah.
to the resident. Um,
I think it goes right to Bridgeton, and Bridgeton pays it, and then however Bridgeton collects from the resident. Because our contract is with Bridgeton, not their
Right.
residents.
Right, but we would charge them under our ordinance.
No, we charge them under their contract.
We charge Bridgeton.
Yeah, we would charge by the contract we have with Bridgeton, they pay an annual amount that
Oh.
increases by the CPI over the life.
But we can also charge them per our ordinance, because anything we respond to, we can charge them. That is not in effect,
Well, we can't charge them our ordinance outside of Eggleston Township.
then we don't go.
Isn't
We have that,
Bridgeton-
we have the ability to charge them in the contract.
Bridgeton would be charging the residents, wouldn't they?
Yes, we.
But I'm saying, we always just automatically renewed without,
Right, but they're paying that, correct?
but it's not, well, I don't know.
Are they
not
paying the
made
annual
yet.
amount? No, are they paying the annual amount? Have they been paying the annual
They
amount?
pay it in May, we'll see in May.
And
But
We
this
were
last
hoping
May
to
they
have a new
did.
contract
Yeah.
by the time that came up again.
But if they're paying that amount, there's no reason they wouldn't be paying the additional per incident based on this agreement.
And however, it's gotta go through the treasurer's office to
Right.
get, billed.
So the piece that we're missing, based on this contract that we're supposedly all following, the piece that we're missing is the amount we're going to charge them per incident. Up to 500. It says it will follow our schedule, Eggleston's schedule, for whatever that cost is going to be. We've been providing the number of incidents we've been responding to in Bridgeton since like May. So those numbers have been presented so that they're accounted for, but there's no invoices being sent to Bridgeton for any of those incidents.
do we know why
Did it-
Trudy wasn't sending them?
I have no
Might just be-
idea, we'll have to wait and ask.
I know that they weren't before she got here, and that was the big deal. But I don't
Um,
know why we haven't changed it.
So this contract that you have here, is it a yearly contract or a contract that continues on?
It continues, the way it's actually written,
It just automatically renews.
automatically
unless
re-
one of-
it automatically renews, and it says that the increase annually by the CPI for the annual payment.
Has that been done?
Yes, they've been getting the CPI increases, which is 2%, 3%, whatever.
And that's number one on the payment for services, that's number one, the annual. And number two is amounts charged by Eggleston Township for each fire or emergency run in accordance with the schedule adopted by Eggleston. The amount to be charged per run is not to exceed $500.
And I
But
know
that was when,
that's,
in 2010?
Yeah,
So it's costing a lot more.
Well, how
right,
many?
we're not even charging that.
How many calls a year do you think?
I've ran those numbers and those have been presented, hold on here just a second.
now you have that schedule over there, yes or no? Because I know they had one, they billed,
Well, I think that's the other piece that he's gonna get to here in just
Okay,
a second, as
okay.
far as what that schedule
I'll shut up
is.
and wait then.
Just going back from, in 2021, we ran a total of 17 calls. 2022 was 15. 2023 was 9. 2024 was 9. And we have our year-to-date, which we've been turning in every month. So from January through July of this year, we've had 4, and we've probably had another 4 or 5 since then.
And that's all money we're not collecting.
Correct.
Okay.
But I mean, it has been happening for a long time, it
Yeah.
appears. So
I think since the prior fire chief started, we haven't billed anything to
Yeah.
anybody.
Does that,
But
so,
we should.
so
Well,
we
but
have,
we have to have the information from them to say what apparatus was out there, how long, and all that, according to that schedule.
That's $30,000 over 5 years.
I don't think we have a schedule.
They had one.
So we don't have a fee schedule, but from everything, and I've gone back through hundreds of files to try to come up with cost analysis worksheets for per personnel and per apparatus.
That's what it was, yeah.
And that comes from a document that the fire chiefs adopted in 2011. So across Muskegon County, run charges were equivalent to what the actual cost of the apparatus was. He's got the number there. It's a math problem divided by something and it's a percentage. That's going to give you your per hour cost of that unit. And then out of that, the second piece, when we go to formulate a bill or the treasurer.
Can you come up to the microphone, please, Alex?
The problem with everything he's describing to you, the board has never adopted as part of their schedule. So although we have that information, according to the ordinance and resolution for cost for charges for services, it doesn't include that schedule. It breaks it down by specific categories in here for responses within Egelston, but it doesn't give a section that says we'll charge man hours at their total rate and apparatus by any sort of other schedule. So the adopted fee schedule doesn't define what happens outside of Egelston.
Do you have something?
Yeah, that's what we've been working on. We have something, but it's the board's gonna have to look at it and decide if they
Let
wanna
me look
adopt it.
through the resolutions to see if there's any of that, has been done by resolution in the past.
We
Because
just
I
have,
remember seeing it, I
yeah.
just,
We
I don't
don't
know.
have it, so if it
I know
exists,
it exists, but I
yeah.
don't know whether
we don't have it.
left with one of
and
the
so
chiefs
it-
or.
Right. Do
The
you
only
have
You know, I would
I'm going
assume it
off
would be in
of
the
is our rules
treasurer's
book.
office, because that's where the billing would occur from, not
And that
necessarily us.
Could be because it,
So I guess, I mean, the big issue is negotiating a new contract.
Sure.
The initial concern about making sure we're not totally subsidizing their services, we already have language that allows us to bill as long as we put some fees to it. And we're limited to $500 maximum per call, but it's still something above what haven't been doing for, I don't know how many years.
and what are most of your calls? Are they not accidents?
Accidents,
Yeah.
yeah.
And do we know that these are Bridgeton people that, how do we
The majority,
discern?
the majority.
We just build Bridgeton though. It's Bridgeton's.
If they're in Bridgeton, they're Bridgeton
Okay.
people.
They're in that,
Yeah, they're in that area.
across that railroad track.
So, do you have something that we can read now, or are you gonna bring it to us later?
I think it'd probably be better if we give you the whole package to review.
Good. I
I mean,
would
we
like
could be
that.
here another 45 minutes trying to go through how we've gotten to where we're at, and
Yeah.
No. And then can you get with Trudy to see if there's anything out there?
Yeah.
Okay.
so I think that's where we're at the in between of we know there's the ability to charge, but it's not our place
Right.
to set that and make sure it happens. We can provide the information in terms of the number of incidents and the time and what it costs our man hours and whatnot, but there's the other half has got to be connected in this to make sure that occurs.
And without talking to her,
Right.
we need to talk to her, so
Yeah,
Can we
there's-
do a work session before our next meeting?
there is a work session before our next meeting.
Another one.
On what?
I mean, I think this stuff can just
Are you
go out
talking
in a
about the
board, in a
special
board
meeting?
packet and you
Yeah.
can
I
look
would just
through
like
it.
to have
It's not necessarily a full
packet
work
just to go
session.
through it, so
Yeah.
mine has it
Yeah.
all.
Realistically, I can't even find where, even for our own township, that we've ever adopted the 2011 fire chief's version of billing. So I don't have any
Well,
fee
they might have
schedule
just
based
used it,
other
never
than that.
adopted it, I guess, but I know
Right.
one exists
Yeah.
because I've
Right.
seen it before. So,
Can I ask a question about the contract?
Sure.
Is there a provision in the contract that allows the township to collect back
No, that's a good
back
question.
charges? Do you know?
Doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it, but you're not sure.
Well, I mean, it's 2 pages long.
Yeah,
It says the regular schedule.
or something that requires us to bill within 30 days.
That's a good.
there
Yeah.
isn't a within 30 days type thing in there, but I don't think there's anything that says we can backbill either, but we should be able to bill for the entirety of this year that we're in.
Exactly. It doesn't say we can't bill.
Right.
Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
I don't think think that there's a whole lot that we have to do. I think that, the fire chief has gotta work with Trudy to get that scheduled, because he's gonna be have to be the one that comes up with
So
how much each apparatus costs to roll out, and
And I've done all that. I've gone through and recalculated and re-updated that, and I have presented all of this to her back at the beginning of September.
well, maybe we need to get it on the agenda so the board can
Yeah,
approve it.
because it
and
just
then-
needs to be
Yeah,
adopted by resolution, and then I think you could at least go back for this year and still collect everything.
I
But
agree.
there's nothing that doesn't say we can or we can't.
Okay.
It's literally one page and then signatures, so.
and they have never gotten a hold of Amanda or myself. As far as I know, Amanda hasn't said anything, to go forward on a contract, and they still don't have a fire millage. So I plan on in May, when I always billing them, we'll see what happens.
It, maybe Trudy's out of the loop somehow, I don't know, so we just gotta talk to her.
Yeah, I think there's just some disconnected
Yeah,
pieces
I
that
just think there's some
but
disconnected
this isn't a new problem either. This is, I mean, this situation has existed for apparently
No,
an
we're
extended
not
period of
blaming
time.
her,
Yeah.
we're just trying to overcome an
Right.
obstacle, so. You ready for the next one, since you're standing here? The antenna at the fire station. Says, for the sewer accounts, it says it can't be hardwired. It needs to be immediately plug and go for some reason. I'm not quite sure why the
It's
antenna.
So I'm guessing that's
It's a
probably,
sewer DPW thing.
yeah.
Okay.
It's related to their equipment that's in the fire station.
I just was wondering, cause you can't take that big antenna and walk away.
No.
Okay. It says it needs to be immediately plug and go, so I'm like,
Yeah, I'm
Well-
not sure what they're talking about specifically.
we'll have to ask her around that one.
I think that came up at the last meeting about it being hardwired,
Yeah,
and so now they're getting back to us saying that
It cannot be
it
done.
cannot be hardwired.
Right. I'm sorry, I'm writing.
thank you. Supervisor's still working on quotes for PCs. If the treasurer or any board member is interested in switching to central dispatch, we should get a quote from them as soon as possible, as well as schedule an information meeting or demonstration. That's just information out there.
I still highly would recommend you look into the central dispatch avenue. For the money you're gonna pay, the service you're gonna get, and the equipment you're gonna have will be a 2-to-1 to anything else you're gonna do.
Wasn't that already approved in the budget?
Who is going to install all of our software and update all of
Dispatch,
BSNA, the
Yep.
assessing?
Yep.
They do all that?
they do all that.
I want them to respond to my emergency before I want them to respond to my computer being down.
Well, this is the dispatch side of things, not any responders. This is just the dispatch, and their central dispatch is providing central IT services to multiple municipalities at the township hall level, in addition to police and fire. And the
That
system,
scares me.
This
and
is
the
just their
system works
IT part of that, right?
Yeah, that's just the IT part of it.
You
Okay.
can listen,
Yeah.
but I'm scared.
Thank you.
Yep.
Project Compass Guidance Group Approval Request. That's on page 2.
Oh, where did it go? Oh, there it is. This is that group that presented at the last meeting. And they're now looking for approval to be able to set up a guidance group. I don't know why they need our approval. I'm not quite sure. This doesn't cost anything, and
I thought they already got approval last time.
I don't know.
I think they presented last time. And
There was a
It
presentation.
said yes. Alright, we needed approval for them
Update.
to do
to do the program.
no, the only thing that we approved them to do is to get
The needs assessment?
the needs assessment. And then they came back with this and showed us that last week they presented it to us, so. They're looking for some people in the community as part of the board, you know, for for them to be helping, and it's, let me just read it. The guidance group consists of 3 to 4 resident volunteers who would be willing to commit approximately 6 hours of their time over the next 6 months. So not 6 hours a day, but 6 hours over the next 6 months to participate in 3 meetings with us. We will discuss what these community leaders are hearing from friends, neighbors about connectivity needs as part of a guidance group. We will also provide a crash course in the current state of technology possible, available resources and funding programs. Merit can manage recruitment and all of the details for the guidance group. But if you have any suggestions for members, or if any of you or all would be interested, we would love recommendations. Past guidance groups have included township board members, city manager, IT specialist, teachers, and everything in between. So, I think it's a great idea.
I motion to approve.
Definitely not gonna hurt anything. I'll support.
Roll
Or
call.
probably, yeah, let's do roll call. Peggy,
Yes.
Benj,
Yes.
Rhonda?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Number 6 is pay the bills. We
I
have-
make a motion that we pay the bills.
We don't have
Second.
paper, all right?
Oh, did she give that to you? The register?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, I haven't seen it. We don't have it.
We gotta pay our bills.
Is it in the office? Can you see if it's in there?
Look.
Does Trudy usually get that together for us?
No. Amanda does.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
It was so late, I had to make coffee.
I wonder if she's in there. She can grab the MKM property care.
It is, I have that.
Oh, you do? Can I see it, please?
Yeah. I have it kind of all together. I think it's in the back, it's the whole chunk.
Not. I'm not talking about the contract.
Yep, no, but it's on the back page.
Go ahead.
This is,
Nope, she must have it in her office. I guess we could tentatively approve, and then I can have her email them to everybody.
Sure.
We have to sign it, don't we?
Well, she can bring it to the next meeting, and you can initial it, but you can review it, and if nobody objects to,
Yeah,
This
that's-
is. Everyone has one of these, right?
no, that is.
Is it?
no, that's your expense and revenue report from last meeting.
Okay.
You have a lot of stuff to go through.
Yeah.
Should I make a motion to tentatively?
Yeah, and everybody's gonna have to look at their emails tomorrow, so
Sure.
checks don't go out until we make sure there's no objections to anything. It's up to you. If we wait, our bills will be late, doesn't matter.
We already have a motion on the board and a second to approve them, so do we wanna?
No, we don't have a second. Nobody's supported it yet.
I did,
No, you made the motion.
no, you
I
did.
did.
Oh, I'm
Oh, no, I seconded your, no,
No,
you
yeah, I
motioned to
seconded
approve it
it.
and I seconded. Yeah.
Okay, well, one
You
of us
motioned
did
and I
that.
was- I
Okay. I didn't hear Ben just a second.
Good luck to getting your email tomorrow.
That's fine, I get it.
Okay.
Every time an email
Just
comes
roll
in,
call vote.
it tells me.
Brenda?
Yes.
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 I'm just gonna put here. Email. Okay, PC work session request on October 28th at 6:30 PM, public hearing. That is in here.
I'm a little confused by that one. Maybe,
This one?
the,
Hold a special work session.
no, that's a special meeting. That's for Thursday night. This, they want to set up, a special meeting to work on the master plan.
Mhm.
Public hearings don't have to be approved, they have to be noticed. And posted, of course, when you figure out a date that you're gonna have the public hearing. But we have to have enough days ahead of time, to notice.
How,
and
is it 2
I
weeks or
think
5
I
days?
think
or-
it's 15 days ahead of the,
So we don't have enough days.
right. So
So can
I'd
we amend
rather
it?
table this and,
Oh, the PC has to work out their schedule too.
yeah.
So that
And you
can
don't
happen.
need board approval to have a public hearing on the master plan.
We'll get us an agreement with them and a schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can just remove,
Yeah.
Okay.
and maybe
Yeah,
you
we
can
can't table
explain
it.
to them that they don't need to get board approval to have a public hearing. It's just part of the process.
Okay.
Sewer committee recommendation.
This, from what I understand in the minutes, supposedly a motion was made to have Trudy go to the wastewater committee meetings.
Mhm.
It is my understanding that that's not an open meeting, we each get one vote, and we appoint the people at the beginning of the year to attend those. Amanda is the representative, and I'm the alternate in her absence, because we only get one vote, so I don't go to the ones that she goes to, because it doesn't do any good, we get the minutes. So she couldn't vote anyway, and it's not an open meeting, so I don't know that this is a good idea or necessary. I don't even know that she could attend, because she's not a voting member.
Yeah, I don't know how that would work, but I did get an email from her that she did not want to take part. I don't know what she did that for, I don't know.
Okay, then we'll just remove this from,
Yeah,
it's a non-issue.
yeah, it's a non, okay.
Why was it brought up?
I don't know.
Did Amanda not want to go or something?
Oh, I don't know.
No, Amanda goes, and if she doesn't, she lets me know, and I go as the alternate, but we only get one person and one vote, so.
Okay.
Oh.
So she was just gonna attend?
I don't know that, you're gonna have to talk to her about it. I'm just giving you what I know from the minutes and
Okay.
from what Amanda said.
Well, if she wants it back on there, she can put it back
Yep.
on for the next meeting.
Yep.
Number 9, sewer plan request. Larger They would like a larger feasibility study.
This is a discussion point. I don't know that feasibility study is the right term, but this Hoffman thing and the Russ Road, because we missed the boat on that. We paid to put a brand new road down there, and all of that could have been installed without a lift station, just on gravity feed. And I think that we need to have somebody, I don't know if that person is a couple of the DPW guys or a board member, and Herb, go out and do roof counts on all these side roads to the half-mile mark, which is what they say gravity will flow for about a half mile. So that we can, when we get that 3-year plan from the road commission, we could say, oh, if we're gonna do this road, we better look and see if it's feasible to put sewer in first.
Yeah.
If we're gonna protect our water, we gotta get sewer in the township, so.
So is this a special committee for?
I don't know what it looks like, I just know that we need to be proactive instead of reactive all the time. And
Yeah.
I think that if we had a master list that said, this has got 37 rooftops in that half mile, this one over here's only got 14.
So it's basically putting on the docket, where do we wanna, expand the sewer before we put up a road?
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
we build the road.
Just a list to catch our eye when we get that 3-year road plan, we could say, ooh, let's look at our list.
I'm all for that, yeah.
And I don't know what that looks like, we might wanna have a discussion group on whether we wanna have DPW do these roof counts, and they've got the sewer map, so they know what roads we're talking about. It's not all the roads in the township, because sewer doesn't extend through the township.
Someone has the sewer map?
Yeah.
How come I never get to see the sewer map? I've been asking for it, and
Go over to DPW.
yeah, they have it.
Didn't Amanda just get an updated one?
The building department didn't, they might still have it in here, I thought it went to her.
The
but
old one?
There's a new updated one.
Yeah, they put all the lines on a new
That's
updated.
cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wanna look at that before I go.
Okay.
Okay, so
Tonight?
what are we
It's
asking?
already past my bedtime.
What are we asking here?
Where are we at?
Nice.
Sewer
Well,
line.
I don't know, I'm asking for discussion. I think it's a good idea, Trudy thinks it's a good idea, as being on the sewer committee. What does the board think? And if I'm all wet, that's fine too, but
If there's a sewer committee, a committee like this, I would like to be on it, and probably Trudy would too,
yeah,
and probably DPW or whoever.
I think it would be a good idea to make a committee for that.
Yeah, a committee can get things done a lot quicker.
okay. So you wanna get involved, I'll let you get with Amanda, and she can present for appointments.
Okay.
And then.
So are we voting for this or no?
Nope. We're just gonna
You're gonna
table
bring,
it.
it's for information, you're gonna bring back to us what it's gonna look like, and,
Yeah.
I mean, I synopsized what the purpose is. You make it happen if you wanna be involved.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was just a discussion point.
All right.
E-Gram grant. And that is, I just had it here. These are from Trudy. These are the grants, it looks like for firefighter apparel. And do you wanna explain that a little bit?
Yes. The former chief got a grant for turnout gear.
Was for full-time sets of turnout
Yeah.
gear.
Well, then he left, and our former supervisor left, which would have been the second contact, and we can't get his emails. And then when they couldn't get a hold of either one of them, they went to the treasurer, because she's the fiduciary on the grant. And of course, it's just a few days before the deadline to collect her money, so she had to pull her hair out, figuring out what this was and how to resolve it. she did do that, and thankfully, it was quite a little chunk of money. But now she's concerned on how to prevent this from happening in the future. And I think her recommendation was that Amanda should have an active list of all grants so she can monitor them and make sure it doesn't happen again. And it certainly can't hurt to have another set of eyes, because when this board leaves, if any of us leave, they're not gonna have access to our emails. And if people are emailing me that I got $100,000 check here for you, somebody better call me. So it's a good idea to have a second, I think, to have a second set of
I don't
eyes.
have a problem with it.
Shouldn't, I mean, if that's the issue with the elected officials, shouldn't like the deputy clerk or somebody that wouldn't be changed with the election have
Deputies
access
do get
to that?
changed though.
No, well, yeah, they could if, right now they're both employees, but it doesn't have to be an employee, so. I don't know, they got a hold of us, they probably would have kept trying until they got a hold of somebody, but it certainly doesn't hurt to have
Yeah.
the two
No, absolutely.
people have a list of the outstanding
You guys have-
grants, so you can have eyes on it and
Do you
know
have,
when the deadline is.
do you have a shared drive between all of you?
That was another idea, that we have an email just for grants, or a township email where all of these people that try to get a hold of us, that may be trying to get a hold of the former officer, could use the
General email?
general email.
Okay.
That's a good idea too.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And I don't care how we do it, but it makes sense to have more people than just one over here involved, so.
It's not something we vote on though, right?
I don't know, she might want it back on next agenda, she might have more discussion topics, but that was the synopsis I got from this.
So do you just wanna table this?
Yes.
Alright, I motion to table. Does anyone wanna support?
You gotta wake up, ask for
Yeah.
support.
Does anybody want to support?
Yeah,
Good,
You
I
want?
support it.
Okay.
I just was making sure I could do that. We do roll call? Or can we just say aye?
it could just be a voice vote.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. We table that. That'll allow her to give us more information. Okay. The dead oak tree removal at Egelston Cemetery.
Make a motion to approve this, proposal from, and I caution you, we don't have 3 bids. But
Nope.
this guy took the last trees out and did a very good job around all those headstones, and that's important in the cemetery. I make a motion to approve his bid for $2,375.
I support it.
Let's roll call vote.
Roll call. Bench?
Yes.
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 Now Peggy.
Okay, yeah.
Confusing me there. Motion passes. Okay,
This next one's mine. I'm at the point with the codifiers that, we've got these couple of things before us that need to be rescinded, or I need no, we're not gonna rescind, from the board.
Can you-
White Road parking,
Yeah,
our sledding hill used to be, everybody took it wasn't really a public land sledding hill, but everybody used to take their kids sledding, right there on White Road, and they'd all park down in that dip. And then the kids were running back and forth across the road, and you couldn't really see until you were over that hill. So for safety reasons, we made that a no parking zone. It no longer needs to be, nobody parks there anymore since we've got our actual sledding hill, they all go over there. So this really doesn't make any sense, and if we wanna rescind it, now would be the time to do that. And if the board concurs, then I'll start the process to do that and bring it back for the action.
is there a motion to rescind?
I don't really need a motion, I just need a feel, and then I'll bring it back for the official.
You have my feelings.
What does it feel like, yes or no?
I'm feeling yes.
Okay.
Rescind.
Is it a consensus to start the rescission process, okay? Okay, and then this, civil infraction ordinance. It was put in place, 2001. Nope, wait a minute, I'm looking at the wrong date. That wasn't that old. Anyway, my first term in office, this was put in place. The treasurer set up the civil infraction bureau, he collected the tickets. It saved us from having to spend all the attorney fees and court costs, and we actually got the fines. It's not a huge amount of money. It could save us money if they actually just come in and paid their fine and then remedied it, but if they didn't, we'd still have to take them to court. So, Trudy really doesn't want to do it, she said, so if we want to rescind it, now's the time to rescind that as well. And everything will just go through the court system. I don't have feeling one way or another.
So is this something we were supposed to be doing?
Yes.
And we
Yeah.
haven't?
Is it all civil infractions or just?
Hasn't been done since my first term in office.
Oh. So everything has been going through the court right now? Okay.
And we get pennies on the dollar of the fine money, so this was supposed to be to offset the ordinance enforcement expenses, but, you know, if we're not gonna follow through and do it, we might as well get rid of it.
Can you show me what paper you're on?
Yes,
It was right behind the White Road property one.
yeah, was part of it. So,
It is at the bottom of the page, it starts with municipal
I see
civil
that.
infractions and appearance tickets.
is 2-114 part of it? Turn the page. Right there.
Yes,
Is this part of it?
yes,
Is this something we were supposed to have in place?
yes.
What kind of issue would it be to put that in place?
We can wait on this one and talk to Trudy because it goes through the treasurer's office again.
Okay.
And she was not interested in having to set this up and deal with it, so.
But we've had it before.
That's been on the books.
Yeah. When Brian Hill was in office, he, brought this to the board for adoption. And he set up the bureau and he did collect fines, but since his term in office, it hasn't been acted on.
And it's the PINS officers that would
No, no.
initiate the fine?
No, no,
or
no.
How does that work?
Our ordinance enforcement person would do their 10 days, then their 10-day extension or whatever it is.
Okay.
And then he would issue a ticket and inform them that they had 10 days or whatever to go into the
Township Hall and pay.
Municipal Infraction Bureau
No,
and
I love it.
pay their money,
Sounds really big.
or or appeal it, and then we have to have an appeals committee set up so they can come and tell you why they're appealing it and why they shouldn't be granted the appeal.
Mhm.
It's not horribly extensive, but it's a little extra stuff to do, so.
But we have this on the books, but we're not really doing it, so we can continue to just not do anything with it, right?
And we should get rid of it. If we're not going to follow it, we should get rid of it. We're paying a lot of money to codify these ordinances.
Mhm.
If we're not going to use them, we need to clean it up. So when people read that ordinance book, they know what the rules are.
Can you foresee any instance where it would like have,
Yeah, it's financially, so, like, do we know how much is actually lost?
are we having any problems with something, like
No, no.
anything chronic that we're just,
No, what this is set up for is, it would save us money, cause they would just come here and we would collect the full amount versus go through the court.
oh, we would still be able to find them?
Yes,
Oh,
Yes, they would
Okay.
pay the fine here. But
versus
then,
go through the court.
but then if it continued, we'd still have to ticket them, and it would have to go through the court systems to get a judgment against them.
so we don't want to use the court, we wanna take those fees
Well,
here?
It would be
and
a
get rid of
lot
that.
less expensive if we could take care of them here,
Yeah, okay, I'm
But-
for that.
but will it be effective on everybody? Absolutely not. We're still gonna have to use a court system, but hopefully not
Not as the
much.
first resort?
Yeah,
But again, I wish before we make a decision on this, we'd wait and let
Trudy
Trudy
talk
plead
about
her
it.
case,
Yeah.
because for some reason she doesn't wanna do it, so.
Well, that's good, we can table this till
Okay.
Trudy's back.
So are you motioning to table them?
I make a motion to table the municipal civil infraction and appearance ticket program.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Thanks for reminding me, I'm so used to that. Okay, intent to apply ITA SRF meeting recap with Fleas and Vanderbrink, one page to come, it says.
Okay. I can give you a little bit of information on this. We met with them this afternoon. There is state revolving funds available to do extension on the sewer, which we're talking 1 to 3% interest versus 6 or more percent interest if we borrow it through personal bonds or public bonds. But you have to have a letter of intent to do the specific project in by November 1st. But they said that the letter of intent on the project, and we talked about the Parkway project and the south end of Woodridge subdivision, which are densely populated areas that are close to. And they can do that letter of intent for between $1,000 and $1,500. What that letter of intent does is get us on a 5-year cycle. Then we would have to pay them for engineering services, or somebody, we could go out to bids to somebody else, to actually engineer the projects, to get the cost, to see how much we were talking about borrowing. And the engineering fees, they said, were probably be in the neighborhood of about $20,000, but that's not due until May. The project that they have to get into this letter of intent, state treasury. And it would be a 5-year cycle. If we didn't qualify this year, we could use that letter of intent, project information to go back next year, up to 5 years.
Okay.
So, it's within 2 signatures spending authority, because she said she was sure it wouldn't be over the $1,500, so. I'm letting you know that if we get that letter, we would like to proceed and actually get that on the docket, otherwise we have to wait a whole year again. And Parkway isn't gonna wait too many. This is money to get in 2027. So if we wait another year, we're pushing it out to 2028, and
Yeah.
Parkway really needs attention,
Yeah.
so.
So what would we
more
We
to
don't need
come.
approval?
No, because she said it wouldn't be over the spending authority of two.
Okay.
I just wanted to let you know what was going on and more information to come.
That should have been in the communications then, if it's not an actual action item.
Well,
Just for next time.
Amanda
No.
intended to be here tonight, so she probably was gonna talk more on it. I'm just trying to fill in the gaps for you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Fire Chief McGinnity.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So first up, we have our September run reports for you. I believe that month there was no runs to Bridgeton, so you will not find the Bridgeton one in there. That's the reason why it's missing.
It's okay.
Next up, we have a proposal for our annual online training that allows personnel to collect some CE credits for their ongoing training. This is something that we've been doing for quite a few years now, and we're back at that renewal period. So we're asking for a motion to renew the contract with Vector Solutions for 1 year in the amount of $2,398.40.
Is it in the budget to do that?
Yes, will be under subscriptions and fees.
Make a motion to approve
I second.
as presented.
All right, and then next up,
We gotta have a vote,
oops, I'm sorry.
Roll call vote.
yes. Benj,
Yes.
Rhonda,
Yes.
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 Motion passes.
And then up next, it's worded wrong on the agenda here, but I'm looking to entertain a motion to temporarily suspend pending review policy 005, which is a occupational health and safety committee. And the reason for that is currently we've already developed several different committees within the department that are working on a multitude of different things. This is just kind of another step in that process. So just as an example, we have a training committee that's dedicated to working through our training program. So once we have a training program that is ready for implementation, then we can review and change the policy to fit that. And it doesn't make sense to have to go through another review process annually to get to that point. So they can make the recommendation directly to me, and then it comes to you for final approval still. And then this is just going to help us streamline and kind of fast pace some of the things that we're trying to work through currently. And then we can review this to fit once we have some things in order and moving more fluently, and then bring it back into play.
Can I get clarification?
Sure.
So you're taking this big project and you've got multiple committees working on parts of this big project?
Yes.
And this is just removing this step, it's gonna come from them
Yep.
right to
So
the board?
if you look at the second page, the committee responsibilities, all of this is laid out through our building committees, through our training committees, so on and so forth. So this is meant to be in place, and again, this policy I think was last reviewed in 2011. Once everything is up and operational and fluently moving, that this is an annual review of the policies, and we're at a crossroads here where we're trying to correct a bunch of things at the same time, so we can streamline that in a quicker motion.
Okay. Make a motion to remove policy P005. Suspend, sorry. Temporarily suspend
Yep.
P005 till
Pending review.
pending review.
I'll second that.
Roll call vote.
Mhm. Let's start with you this time.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
motion passes.
All right, thank you. And just really quick, I wanted to update you on a couple things. Some approvals that we've been going through. I think the last time I was here for the extrication tools, we received those. We did an in-service training with them, so those are,
Seen you.
yep, those are here and ready to go. Our Cascade air compressor system for our breathing air was slated 6 to 8 weeks. I think that was here in just over 2. It's installed. I just got the air quality report back today. That's passed and operational, ready to go. And we did take delivery of the new 620, which is next door. So if anybody wants to see it, you're more than welcome at any time to come over and check it out. We'll be working to get equipment and that put on it in the coming weeks, and it's going to take some time, but hopefully we'll have it in operation here shortly.
Didn't you do your training at Randy's? He donated that?
Yes.
Yes. Thank you,
Multiple
Randy.
times. So that is one thing I did forget to mention. Thank you. This is now I want to say the 3rd time that they've donated vehicles for us to cut up at our discretion. And every time I talk to him, he's like, "Just let me know when you need one." So we can't thank him enough for that.
Yeah, thank you.
It's
Thank
hard
you very much.
to get
Yes,
nowadays. So
it is.
thank you.
Thank you.
Actually, it's not Randy anymore.
No.
It's not. I'm terrible with names. I can't think of his name off the top of my head.
It's still called Randy's
It's
Auto
still
Salvage.
Yeah. Before we move on, the run reports, do you post these somewhere? I think I asked you
They get
before.
posted on our Facebook page. Yep, after you receive them, then they'll go out on the Facebook page.
Okay. Do you need to post them like on the board outside? Like on, where all the flyers and stuff are?
We could.
Just so that the community could get them if they don't get on the Facebook page.
Give me a spot, we'll make it happen.
Okay. Cause this is good information and I think our community would love to know, like, the Haas report, that's really cool. 444 cars got alerted.
I haven't gotten alerted yet.
That's because you're not on the road than we are. One
Yes.
last thing, I forgot the most important thing. The open house. Thank you to all that attended. Was a huge success. Numbers were down slightly this year. We don't have finalization numbers yet, but that was kind of a common occurrence across the county. Not sure why. The weather was great. Maybe that's the reason. But I know the committee for the open house is going to be meeting here, I believe, the end of this week, and then we're going to try to get some finalized numbers and some more information out to you here in the coming week. So, thank you for all that attended.
Thank you. All right. Senior millage. You have quotes before you.
And the recommendation is in the minutes. Need to find them. Motion was made by Peggy Foster and seconded by Joan Rapp to resubmit the recommendation for MKM property care and snow removal, and the motion passed 3-0.
So the recommendation to the board is to accept the contract for MKM snow plowing.
Correct.
I think it's too expensive compared to the other option. Because they charge separately for the mailbox, and there's very few that are not gonna have that mailbox charge, so it's basically $10 more.
Well,
And
it's not $10 more because the other bid doesn't even do the mailbox. Does a walkway, but it doesn't do
Rock
the,
The walkway, yeah.
no, Rock Planet didn't respond to us.
Oh, okay.
They are a different bid that, it was an original bid, but when I called and left a message,
Mhm.
I didn't get a response, so he must not have wanted to rebid it. I put his bid in there anyway, but I didn't get a response for him.
So then the other one from Living Word, Muskegon, that one is, it says, defining the unit rate is $38.50,
Mhm.
and the unit is defined as one qualified senior citizen's driveway and walkways plural. And I did ask before this meeting, does that include the mailbox? And it does.
It's not in the bid. You can't go and negotiate these.
I'm not
okay?
negotiating, I'm just asking for
just-
clarification
I'm
because
just
it
saying,
says walkways.
I don't operate that way,
It says walkways in the bid.
no.
So, the recommendation from the senior millage committee is to accept the contract from MKM. Is there a motion to accept that?
I would like to make a motion to accept the bid from Living Word.
Is there a second on that? Okay. Motion fails for lack of support.
Died.
Sorry. I don't like the word died.
I'm sorry, but that's what they call it.
All right, is there
Can we
another?
discuss it? Like, we have,
Not without a second.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion to accept MKM's proposal as recommended by the committee.
I second that.
can we discuss?
Yes, you can discuss.
Okay, this is going to cost on average $50 per driveway. Actually, probably 60 because the large on here is really, the large driveway is 40 feet and over. So that's really a medium driveway. So we're gonna be getting charged $60 on average for each of the driveways. Living Word is $385 or $38.50. It includes walkways with the driveway, which includes the mailbox.
And he's bidding to do 20 residents
Mhm.
for 20 pushes.
Yeah.
MKM is restricted to only 10 pushes. Anything over that, we have to have a way to budget this, Benj.
That's what we were doing.
And it's not gonna be more. I'm sorry. And he's gonna do
So
it
they're not
at
gonna
3
get
to
more
4.
than 10 pushes?
No, they're not gonna get more than 10 pushes.
Okay.
I mean, they can get more than 10
If they
pushes, it'll
pay.
just be on them to call their own plow guy or this plow guy or whatever, however they handle it.
Roll call vote?
Rhonda?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Motion passes.
okay. Last one.
Last one, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
At, call it.
9:10.
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you.